Welcome to another part of our CSS tutorial. Today I will go over CSS syntax. CSS rules are made up of three parts. You have the selector, then you have the curly braces, and then you have the property, and then you have the value for the property. In the selector, you can use the HTML element type, the class name you give that element, or the ID name you give to your element. The property is the CSS property like color, background, font, etc. And then the value would be what you set the property to. For example, if you have the color property, you would give it the value of blue, red, green, yellow, whatever color you want. Also note that the property and their values are separated by the colon, and at the end you put a semicolon. Right now you see HTML code I have. Why don't you pause this video and then type this code so that we can continue with our example. Okay, so as you can see, I have included my style.css, which is my style sheet for the CSS using the link tag, and this will be my style.css. Let me remove this. I don't need this. And since you have typed this code, let's see how it looks in the browser. So open this HTML file in your browser. As you can see, it says welcome to HTML. This is my heading, and then I have these three paragraphs here. So now let's say if you wanted to make the text color of h2 tag green. So this is my h2 element, and right now the color is black, and let's say if I want this to be green, you would first add h2 as your selector and then write the curly braces, and inside the curly braces you can write color, then the semicolon, actually the colon, and then I'll give it green, and you add the semicolon at the end. Also note that the spacing doesn't matter. You can have it like this, or you can even put it in the next line. It's more readable if you write it like this rather than everything on a single line. So let's save this and go to your HTML page, and then if you open or refresh your browser, you should see that welcome to CSS tutorial is now the color green. So let me open this in browser again. As you can see here, it is a green color now. You can also select like other elements like p tags, for example. So if you copy this and put p here, let's say I'll set the color to red for paragraphs. So if you save this and refresh your browser again, you should see the paragraphs in red, as you can see here. So this is how we select as per the element type. You can also select according to the ID and the class. So for example, I have this ID of heading here. So you can do the ID by writing the hashtag and then the name of the ID. In this case, I had heading, as you can see here, and then put the curly braces, and inside here I'll have it text, align, and center. So it will select the element that has this ID, in this case this h2 tag, and apply this text align center to it. So if you type this up and save it and then open your HTML or refresh it, you should see that the heading is now also centered, as you can see here. Now to select according to the class name, for example, I have paragraphs here. This is called paragraph, this is, and this also. You would do dot paragraph is my class name, and then inside the curly braces I'll write, let's say, color, actually background color, and I'll set it to blue. So if you type this up now and open your or refresh your browser again, you should see the all the paragraphs having the blue background, as you can see here. Now let's say if you wanted the paragraphs inside the element with class div1, for example this one, to be orange. You can do so with the descendant selector. So over here, let me remove this blue. So what I want to do is take this div and all the p tags inside this, I want to make them orange. So I will do this here. First I will do dot div1, since this is the, actually this is the ID. I'll do hash div1, it'll select the element with the ID div1, and then you put a space and put p there. What this selector will do is it'll go inside this part and then select all the p tags. In this case it'll select this p tag and then this p tag and assign the rules you set up inside these parentheses. So in this case I wanted to set it orange, so I'll do color orange. Now if you save this, you will see that this paragraph, this is another paragraph, and one more paragraph is now orange. So open your browser or refresh it and you will see that result. As you can see here, these two paragraphs are now orange. The first one is still red because it's not inside this div, which is div1, and over here we had applied color red to all p tags. Now you can also do a child selector. I mean, it is similar to descendant like we have here, except that it only affects the direct child. So in this case, if you go to div1 here, this is div1, from this line to line 15 here, and in this case the direct child is this paragraph line and then this div. So over here, if we modify our descendant to put a greater than symbol in between, in this case this color orange will only be applied to the middle paragraph, which is paragraph 2, the one that says this is another paragraph. So if you type this up and save and then refresh your browser again, or if you've closed it then open it again, you can see now only this one is orange. This is because when I put the greater than greater than symbol in between div 1 and paragraph, it only applies to the direct descendant, meaning only the child of div 1. And this one was ignored because this is not a direct child of div 1. This is inside div 2 here. Now over here I have a single rules applied. You can also have multiple styles applied. For example, I have this color green applied here and then text line centered. I mean, they are both for H2. Since H2 is the only one that has these heading, you could combine this into one like so, and in this case it will still look the same. It will apply the color green and text line center to H2, and since this is the only H2 I have, and if you refresh your browser you should see basically no difference since I haven't changed the actual CSS, as you can see here. You can also group the rules by separating the selectors by a comma. So for example, if I put comma here and then I put P, and let me remove this P, and in this case it will apply these two rules to the all H2 tags it finds inside this document, and also to all P tags it finds inside this document. So if you save this and open your browser again, you should see them being centered, as you can see here. Now this is orange here. This is because after this I have this rule, so that's why it didn't become green. Also note there is also a universal selector, which is the star. This means select everything you see on the web page. So in this case I will apply font family, and then I'll apply Comic Sans MS, and then actually cursive and sans serif. So if you save this and open it in your browser, you should see the font be changed. As you can see here. Well, this is it for the CSS syntax and using selectors. In the next videos, I will go over all the different CSS properties and how to use them. If you have any questions or concerns, do leave a comment below. If you like this video, then remember to subscribe. Thank you.